Hi Aries, this is your May forecast. If you would like hypnosis to facilitate permanent change or a reading with me, use the link below. Do subscribe, like and share. And if you would like to purchase one of my products, use the link below. So this month, Aries, you are coming in on the back of a win or a back of a loss because you are looking at what you earn and your budget, your personal resources, and there has been an ending there, there has been a shift there. It looks like some of you've come in with a loss or a issue which you weren't expecting. So for some of you, you start the month off with a sports injury that takes you off, sports injury or some kind of injury or illness that takes you away or takes you out of the game or the career or wherever it is that you spend your day. And this gives you a bit of a setback. For others, this is, okay, well, I've had an immediate reaction at work, so I've been fired or I've quit. And this is the end of that cycle. So now I'm looking for a new job. But what I'm doing is I'm looking at my personal resources. I'm looking at my self-worth. You know, did this company bully me, make me feel like I was unappreciated, took me for granted? Where is my inner values with this loss, with this career, study, finance, come to an end, that I now need to look at things. I need to be able to take action, be creative, take action on my mental ability. So maybe you've been thinking about a change or wanting to implement a change, but life got in the way or you got too busy and you didn't take the opportunity. But right now there is the opportunity to take that up. Now you do have the Tower card to start with work, to do with finances and study. Now this card says that there has been the wool pulled out from under you. So like I said, some of you could have been fired. There could be some sort of illness which keeps you out of work, or that you didn't get the funding. Everything's on hold. Maybe their contract's gone. Remember that coming into May that things are going back into going direct, but there has been a lot of stop-start. So maybe you feel like you were being led on. Maybe you thought that you got what it was that you wanted, and now you find that there's not. So you have to quickly scramble to get these things sorted. I did ask the why and the how. We do have the Queen of Cups here, and this is about a nurturing, almost like licking my own wounds, and then I need to go and speak to someone, higher than me, whether this be my boss, whether it be the bank, whether it be a recruitment, whether it be an older male or superior male of some sort, where I can get some advice about my personal earnings, about my material, about what I earn, what I owe, what I own and my value. You know, what is materialistic there? Now, for some of you, this is I've overindulged with my finances, and as I'm going in, I've taken action on this because there's a bit of a loss there. The King of Wands says that, perhaps you got too cocky in how well you've done, and so maybe you weren't, diligent on the numbers and things like that. So this is where things have started to come unraveled for you. At home, we do have the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is, if we have been issues with our finances, whether we've been fired or whether we've had a demotion or whether we have our resources become smaller, it feels like we are on our own. It feels like we're carrying a burden, the physical burden of the day-to-day basis, but also the financial burden as well. Maybe you're on your own and take care of somebody else, whether that be your children, your flatmate, your loved one. But there is the idea of illness. Again, like I said, maybe there's been some sort of struck down with illness, and so you have to stay at home and you're worrying. You're worrying about your resources. You're worrying about the practicalities of what your day-to-day looks like. You also got the Five of Cups because another bunch of cards came out. And this one says, again, I'm feeling like there's a loss. I'm feeling like I've lost out. So where that is for you. Now, this is with our projects, our sports. It is with our dating, it's with our fun, it's our sociability as well. With your health, you do have the Devil card. Now again, we do have the Tower card, we do have the Devil card, we do have the Five of Pentacles. So a lot of you, maybe it's an addiction. Maybe you went to work drunk or went to work, off your face, or, something to do with a physical addiction which has affected your job, lost your job, affected your job by losing the contract, whatever it was. For others, this is, I've worked too much, I've got stress, anxiety, maybe I've got burnout. Maybe it's burnout. because something in my health, this is a major development, and this says I have so much on my shoulders, I have so much going on that it's coming up my physical body now. Maybe you haven't been looking after yourself in this physical thing. Maybe you've not been looking after your diet, you haven't been exercising, you've been doing too many hours, something about your physicality. It is an abuse and it needs to be looked at. Now, for a small select few of you, there has been some sort of incident of an assault. With our love, we do have the Temperance card. Now, another major arcana card. Now, this could be about asking for help and relying on others. Because this is, I have had an issue. Now, this again can be addiction. So maybe if you have fallen off the wagon, it's affected your work, your partner has agreed to be able to support you as you go through this transition, you or the other. This is also about, our emotional. We've sat down, we've thought about it. You also have some difficult situations to do with your commitment, to do with your work or with your love as well. So this is where you've got to, the work, materialistic things and work versus my commitment to my home or my work. So where is that opposing each other? Difficult negotiations, difficult relationships as well. But as far as your love life's concerned, we have come to an agreement, and now we are rebalancing whatever was out, and now we are moving forward with that enlightenment. We do have that enlightenment. It's a new day, new fresh energy. And we are balancing that. And also we've put faith back in ourselves. There is going to be some sort of offer for that, to be a mentor or to give you a nutrition diet or to some sort of alternative. Maybe someone will make a suggestion and you'll find, well, that is exactly what I wanted. So your Enduring Virtue messages from the angels, Aries, is... There looks like there has to be an ending. There is an ending of whatever sort, and you are moving on from one title, which actually brings you a look at your value system about yourself, what you will and will not settle for. Maybe if this is a loss, that it has made you look at your value system and now you won't settle for less. If this is a win, then you've boosted that self-esteem and you really believe in your worth in the company or whatever the endeavor is. Yeah, Crystal says that your home is safe. So whatever it is that you've been worrying about, again, like if you're worried that you don't have enough to take care of the people, the responsibilities, if you're worried about paying your bills, if you're worried about not being able to take care of yourself, Zaina says that everything's going to be okay. If this is about your child's sick and that's why you've taken off work, it is going to be okay. Crystal says, have faith and hope because there is something on the horizon. Maybe this has been a shock to you. Maybe things came out of the blue. But once you take the action on whatever's been taken away from you financially or with your career, if this is a loss, then you need to take action on that. Perhaps what it is that you had a recent boost. If this is the positive, you have had a recent boost, and now you have to see about how this can be taken further. So you've reached the goal. Now I need to, work on my website. Maybe I've had an interview. Maybe I've been part of the organisation or the team. Someone's taken notice of me, and now I need to take action on that. In my small domestic area, I'm starting to get a little bit of notice with that. So be kind to you and those you love. And from Jedi side, Jake, may the force be with you.